What's going on, guys? It's your boys, Hogan Reactions here. My name's Hogan.
And my name's Francesco.
And in today's video, it's another banger. We're about to announce, or what we could expect, on the November 10th Apple event.
Yeah, we're gonna talk all about what you can see at this event. So
Yeah.
let's get right into the video.
Let's go! So, as you can see, we have a beautiful animation, which we will put on the screen.
Yep, this is the Apple's AR Easter egg that happens every time, and as you can see, it's of the Apple logo lifting up with colors behind it. And the reason for that, the big Easter egg behind that, is to show what Apple product opens like this.
A MacBook.
So just like a MacBook, when you open a MacBook, it opens like this, right? Yeah. So that's the simulation that we're gonna get a MacBook. So we're definitely getting a MacBook. That's what's happening. And as you can see by the picture, the event invitation, it's an Apple logo with all these wonderful colors around it, and it says Apple event. The tagline for this event is "One More Thing," and when Apple sent out all the invitations in emails, I got one too. It says "One More Thing," and Apple is famous for using that statement at the end of certain events. When they say "one more thing," it's a classic reference from what Steve Jobs used to say, is when they're showing off a new product that's never been seen before, or is like completely new, like it's never been ever seen before. They used the "one more thing" for the iPhone 10, the iPhone X, however you want to call it, because they completely removed the home button, so it was a brand new design. They used that. They've done one more thing for the Apple Watch, the original Apple Watch unveiling in 2015 or 2014, I don't remember. I'll put it on the screen, the real date. And that was a brand new product. Apple had never made a watch. They finally started making a smartwatch, so it was a one more thing. They use one more thing when it's a product never been seen before. They're saying one more thing for the one reason because we're expecting new MacBooks with Apple's all new Apple Silicon processors. So just like in iPads and iPhones and Apple Watches and AirPods and and Apple TVs and HomePods, all their products have their own Apple Silicon chips. And they do that because they have a lot of great power. And based on Geekbench scores, Apple realized that their iPads have almost the same Geekbench scores as some MacBooks. Like the iPad Pro 12.9 inch is so close to the MacBook Air. I think it even has more. I'll put it on the screen. I don't remember if it has more or about the same as the MacBook Air, but they're really powerful. That's the point. And do iPads have fans? No. Do MacBook have fans? Yes. And they're not as powerful as iPads can be. So they're taking their chips into the MacBooks for more customization, and they might even do some bezel thinning so we can get better design. So a lot of leakers are saying the MacBooks that we can see first unveiled with their new Apple Silicon processors are the definitely happening the 13-inch MacBook Pro, and it's undecided whether we're gonna see the 13-inch MacBook Air or Apple reviving the dead 12-inch MacBook. In 2015, they revealed a all-new MacBook that had a 12-inch screen. It was very, very thin, like under a centimeter thin. It was super thin, and the problem with that was that first of all, it had the butterfly keyboard, which was a big mistake from Apple, and it had one fan. It had very bad specs because it was really thin. It had a very short battery life, and there were a lot of problems. It would overheat. As soon as you open multiple Chrome tabs, it would start to slow down. It was because they achieved such a thin MacBook, they sacrificed a lot of performance and power, which is not good. So they might be bringing back the MacBook because they have a new technology with their very 5nm process A14 chips. They could bring it into, they can make it even more powerful. In the MacBook, they don't even have to have a fan because of how power efficient these chips are. So that's why Apple is looking to revive the 12-inch MacBook. So we don't know if we're gonna see the MacBook Air or the MacBook, but we're definitely gonna see the 13-inch MacBook Pro. Now, of other Apple Macs that are getting refreshed, the Mac Pro, which is formerly known as the cheese grater, that's going to come out in 2022 with a smaller design. That's not at this event for sure. The Mac Mini is set to come most likely next year, maybe March or June. We'll see what happens next year. Definitely not this November event. The iMac Pro is not, they haven't done much work on it yet, so don't expect that to even maybe 2022. But the iMac is a big one because a lot of people have been wanting a redesign for over 12 years. We've had the same very thick bezels on the current iMac, and the design hasn't changed in over 12 years. It's been the same for a very long time. So Apple, we're hoping that Apple is gonna redesign the MacBook with very ultra slim bezels, a new squared off design like the Pro Display XDR shown here. And there's been a few concepts that I'll also show here. And as you can see, it'll be more slim, more ultra sleek design. It'll have their new Apple Silicon processors to make them more powerful and power efficient. And Apple is also working on their own GPUs for these iMacs. Now, they were scheduled to come at this November event, is what leakers said. But now leakers are saying that because Apple is making their own GPU, they ran into some problems with the GPUs that they were making, so they had to delay production, mass production on the iMacs, so they couldn't announce at this event. Now, there's a very slight chance, some people say, oh, we might see it announced at this event, but then it won't start shipping till like maybe late December or January, who knows, or it'll be unveiled next year, March. I'm hoping for it to be unveiled at November, but remember, it's a very slim chance, like maybe a 30% chance, so we might not see, we might, who knows what happens. The reason I'm hoping is because I really need an upgrade for our editing, and I've been waiting over a year to upgrade to a better computer for editing, so hopefully that happens. And one product that is very likely to come that has been delayed for almost 2 years is AirTags. We all know about AirTags. They first started being rumored almost like in very early 2018, and they've been in design production, and they've been designing these products for over 2 years, and they still haven't unveiled them. We thought last year September they were going to get unveiled alongside the iPhone 11 and 11 Pro. No, they did not. Then we thought they might come in March. There was no March event because of COVID. Then we thought in June. No, it was not a hardware event. It was only software focused. Then we thought in September, but no, it did not happen. Then we thought there's a high chance in October, but no, it did not happen. Now, we're thinking it's going to be November, but I know a lot of people are saying, okay, you think it's going to happen then? No, it doesn't. Then you think then? No, it doesn't. Then you think then? No, it doesn't. But get this. Leakers are saying that mass production is basically complete at this point. So the AirTags are already done. They've been built, they've been made. They're sitting in boxes in a warehouse right now, is what leakers are saying. These AirTags have already been made. They're sitting in boxes, packaged, ready, and everything to be shipped, but they're in warehouses right now. They're just waiting for Apple to unveil them and announce them at an event. So hopefully that happens. The Bluetooth tracking device is a very high possibility, so that might be the one more thing because it's a product we've never seen before. And then AirPods Studio, this was also a long time rumored product. AirPods Studio was scheduled to come in November, but then got mass production delays because, so there's a very slim chance that they're going to come at this event, maybe like 10-20%, very low, very unlikely. It's most likely scheduled to come next year in a March event because of the delays that they ran into. So we might not see that. So to recap, we'll definitely see a 13-inch MacBook Pro. We're undecided between a MacBook Air or a original 12-inch MacBook. The MacBook Air is a bit more likely, but they might even do all three, who knows. And AirTag, which is a high probability of happening. AirPods Studio, not a probability. iMac, a little bit, but we'll see what happens. So it's going to be a very interesting event with all new Macs, so stay tuned for that. It's happening on Tuesday, November 10th. At 1 p.m. Eastern Time, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So don't miss that.
Don't miss it.
And that's the video.
And we will be able to recap what happened in the Apple event if you missed it.
Yes, we're gonna.
So don't miss out on that video.
Yeah, so we're gonna make a video of all the things that got announced later on in the week after the event. So don't forget to like, subscribe, And comment down below, what are you most excited for at this event? Are you excited for just the general Apple Silicon processors and their powerful performance? Or are you excited to maybe get a new MacBook Pro, MacBook Air, the revive of the MacBook, an all new design for the iMac, or AirTags, which have been rumored for a long time? Let us know what you're excited about for this event.
Yeah.
So that's been today's video. We'll catch you on the next one, and we'll see you soon.
Peace!